Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to the Land Your Next Client on Autopilot Masterclass. So I've hosted this masterclass before, but I wanted to host it on a couple of different occasions to make sure that no one missed out, because I've put in some really juicy goodness in here that I think will help, well, I know will help everyone on their journey to 5K plus months consistently. Obviously, this is the goal and it's so achievable. So this masterclass was made for all my social media managers, all virtual assistants wanting to seriously scale their business, start working less and earning more. So first of all, this is what you're going to get at the end of the class. These are your bonuses. So you're going to get a LinkedIn training session with expert Naima, Facebook ads training session with expert and my Facebook ads queen, Signe. You'll get a Canva masterclass. This is with Destiny, and this is going to be live on the 1st of August, and she is absolutely unreal at content creation, so you do not want to miss that. Then you'll get 30 captions that convert PDF, and you'll get discount to Social Media Manager School. You'll get £100 off Social Media Manager School. So I'm so excited to give you all these bonuses, because you're going to want to be using these, especially after the training. And there's going to be a prize at the end for anyone that shares this onto their Instagram story and tags me. So you'll find out what the prize is at the end. The Social Media Manager School, by the way, I know some of you in here as well, we've spoke about this. The doors opened yesterday, so they're open now for 8 more days only, just to let you know, and the discount ends tomorrow. So I started my social media management journey a long time ago, over a decade ago to be exact. I think it must have been about 11, 12 years now. But I started my social media business journey just about a year and a half ago, when I had my son Lorenzo. So my family have always had restaurants, and I started just doing the social media management for them, just because I liked Instagram. I was young, I was into it. But that's where I realized I really did love social media management. I loved the thrill of seeing how I could grow, not just a page, but actually help grow a business and help get new customers in. So from that, I started doing it for a few more people, just through word of mouth, just by telling people that I'd meet that I did it. It was never really a business to me. I just had it as like a little side thing for a bit of extra cash. I never saw it as a career. But I had this mentality for about 10 years, and I really struggled with it. I did internships. I actually interned at some of the big glossy magazines in London. Does anyone remember Look magazine? So when I was an intern there, I ended up helping with the social team and helping with all the social media. I then had a stint in corporate, just literally for a year. I was on the social media team for one of the fastest growing online businesses in the UK. But I hated that control that the full-time job had over my life. Obviously, you've got capped income, capped holidays. It just wasn't for me. So I was quite stuck. I didn't want the decent wage slip, because I hated how that life made me feel. Like I had to be up at this time, here at this time, home at this time. But then when I was freelance, or if I was going back to freelance, I was too scared to charge more than £300 a month for social media management. Obviously, then I had to do everything myself. I couldn't afford to outsource. I was burnt out. I was overworked. I barely had enough money to live. But I did quit. I quit corporate and I went back to freelancing. And by this point, I'm 28. I've got a boyfriend. I'm pregnant with my first baby, Lorenzo, who's now 1.5. And it was when I was sat in the hospital bed. I'd just given birth. I'd been in for 3 days. I needed a blood transfusion because I had such a traumatic birth. I won't go into the details. And I was actually panicking and scrambling around for my phone to check DMs for clients. Bear in mind, these are clients that paid me pretty much £10 a day. So I knew something had to change. I had to change my mentality. I had to charge more, and I had to actually believe in myself and know my worth. I also had no business, no strategy. I was stressed, and I was never present with Lorenzo or my partner. So when Lorenzo was 3 months old, I decided, obviously, something needs to change, and I created an Instagram page called The Social Girl, where I started posting content about everything that I knew, and I would show up on video to help try and build it up a bit quicker. And I quickly scaled the business to 100K in the first 12 months. I did still have some money blocks though, and I still only paid myself like £1,000 a month for a long time. It was only when my brother actually said to me, you need to start actually paying yourself more. You've got the money in the bank, start paying yourself more, that I started to pay myself a really good wage. And I still can't believe my eyes every time it comes into my bank account. I still can't believe I've done that for myself. But not only am I in a much better financial position now, I only work about 1 to 2 hours a day. I have an amazing team I can't thank enough, who literally just take over the business. I get new clients on autopilot. I work on the growth of the business, not all the day-to-day tasks. And I'm 31 weeks pregnant, so I'm prepping for 6 months off, fully paid, which I would never have got as the struggling freelancer or in the corporate job. But most importantly, I'm present. I'm present with my partner. I'm present with my son. I'm present with my family. I'm not struggling to keep up with all these different clients that are not paying me enough. I'm able to book holidays now for my family, which is just the most amazing feeling ever. And I've obviously created systems in my business to help me achieve this, which is what we're going to talk about today. So this is how it can and will look for you. I'm not sharing this to show off at all. I just want you to know that this is so achievable for you. I'm not anything special, and I've not done anything special. I've not done anything that you can't do. It's so within reach for you. So my job now is to get you to this place without all of the struggles that I went through. So I have a role now, I feel, to make sure that everyone who is in the place that I was in doesn't have to go through you can avoid all of those things that I struggled with, and you can just get to this place much quicker and much easier. So you could be taking 5K a month consistently, easily. You can be delegating to a badass team. You can be spending your time on growing your business, not working in it. You can quit your full-time job. You can spend more quality time with your family, and you can work from wherever you want to, whenever you want to. So this is a message from one of the current social media managers school students. I love helping and coaching those who are in a place that I've been, because I know how possible it is to get out of it. And Eve, who sent this message, she was really struggling. She was in a bad place when she joined social media manager school. She didn't really want to join because of the price, but she did. And obviously we've worked through a lot of things, mindset and charging more. And now she's on the right track to 5K months. So here's what you'll take away from this session. First of all, step one to attracting your clients, and especially to attracting them in your sleep, is by deciding on a niche and knowing who your ideal client is. Then we're going to talk about how to attract them, how to warm them up. There's no cold outreach here. I don't believe in cold outreach. It's a waste of time. And then the best part, we're going to talk about how to let it run on autopilot. So there's needle moving stuff, which just means there's big things happening in the business that will help you grow the business without you having to do anything. Obviously, you've got to put the work in it first, but then it all runs on autopilot. So I want you to put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Are you overwhelmed with juggling work and clients in life? Do you not already have many clients, or you don't know how to get them? Or do you have clients, but you want to just streamline your systems a little bit more so you can scale your business quicker? Which one's you, 1, 2, or 3? 2, 2, 1. Perfect. And 3. Fab. Okay. So a mixture, really. So imagine, instead of hustling to get clients, what it would feel like to wake up to a calendar full of clarity calls booked in automatically. And all you have to do is get on that call and sign the clients. You didn't have to send cold DMs, do cold calls, or hustle for it. Your clients come to you and they're booking these calls themselves. So that's what attracting clients does. That's how it works when you're attracting clients. So obviously, first you have to know who your ideal client is, which we are going to go into in more detail. And you've got to show up with the right content, which I teach more about in Social Media Manager School. We will go really deep with actionable steps that will help you start attracting clients to you. But here's just a simple example of sharing some content that helps attract those clients. Sharing your personal story. So here's me. I posted a personal story, a very personal post on a Facebook group that was full of my ideal clients. I got amazing engagement from it. I got loads of DMs and a couple of clarity calls booked in. Such an easy strategy, yet so effective. And that's the power of storytelling. But first of all, you've got to get your ideal client. You've got to know your ideal client first. So a couple of messages from Social Media Manager School students. Eve said she now knows how to position her brand and who her ideal client is. And she's finding things so much more easy now. Things are actually happening effortlessly for her. And another one, this is the first time I've ever really understood exactly who my ideal client is, how I need to position my brand to attract them, and the type of content I need to put out. So this is all stuff we go really deep into in Social Media Manager School because it's so, so important. I want you to get your workbooks out if you've got them on your email. Not get them out, get them up. They're editable. If not, just grab a pen and paper, that's fine. But I want you to just really think about who is your ideal client? What is your niche? What do you enjoy? Or what do you feel like you're good at? And just think about what your niche could be as a social media manager. So here are some examples: aesthetics and beauty, restaurants and bars, online service providers or coaches. That's mine. Wedding creatives, one of the Social Media Manager School students, her niche is wedding creatives, which is, I think, is a gorgeous one. So she works with like venues, wedding makeup artists, anything to do with weddings. Product-based businesses, fitness or PTs, photographers, and there's so many more. Literally the list is endless. So if you've got your workbook, I just want you to go through those first 3 questions and just fill them out about your ideal client. Just really picture who they are. This is a message from one of the students who joined. She only joined yesterday. We were chatting in DMs, and she's decided to go for a niche of online fitness coaches and PTs because she loves the gym. I just thought, how fab's that? So really think about who your niche, what your niche is, who your ideal client is. So before we set up any systems, before we go into the system that we're going to get in place, you really need to be clear of this. You need to be clear on your ideal client to grow as a business. If you try and market to everyone, you end up attracting no one. But don't think you're cutting people out because you have a niche. You're not. You're still going to attract those others outside your niche to you because your content will be valuable and you're positioning yourself as an expert. But having a niche means you're eliminating competition. You're setting yourself up to work with who you want to work with, and they will always relate to you and you'll always attract them and keep bringing them in. So for example, my niche is female online service providers. So all of my content and all of my branding is aimed at them. However, in the social media management side of the business, I still have male clients. I still have product-based clients. I have all sorts of different clients, but I mostly attract my ideal client, and that's who I want to be working with. If you're a social media manager and you're wanting to just get as many people in as you can, which, trust me, I've been there, I understand how that feels. You know, obviously you want the money, you want the clients. If you go down that route though, no one will actually resonate with you. So you want your ideal client to think, oh my God, like she's talking to me. But if you're not talking to anyone in particular, no one will resonate with you. So you'll find it really difficult to attract anyone at all. Plus, there are more than enough businesses within whatever niche you go for. I promise you that. So if you niche down to aesthetics, for example, so if you want to be a social media manager for aesthetics practitioners, and an aesthetics business owner is looking for a social media manager, and she comes across your page, and she comes across another page that is just a social media manager in general, but yours is social media manager for aesthetics, and all your content is about that, she's going to hire you, not the other one. So having that niche is really important, and it's really important to then know what problems your ideal client is facing and know what their pain points are and what they really need help with. But obviously you can't do that if you're not clear on who they are. So your ideal client might be like mine, female coach, or restaurants and bars. Think about what you enjoy, what industries do you understand, and what you have maybe a little bit of experience in, and then you can go with that. So once you've decided on that and you know who your ideal client is, then one of my favorite strategies, which that post that I posted earlier, that's an example of this. It's joining Facebook groups that they would be a part of and then posting about yourself in there. Talk about what you do, why you do it. You don't need to sell yourself. Just let them get to know you. Build that trust. People will only ever buy from people that they know and trust. Also, ask your audience questions. Go on your Instagram stories and create a quiz, with the quiz feature, and ask them questions. Just say, are you a XYZ? What do you struggle with? What would you want help with? What would you outsource if you could? And ask questions, and then ask these in the Facebook groups as well, and see what people are coming back to you with. This is golden content for you. End of the captions, asking your call to actions. And then you want to be talking about the transformation you can get them, not the actual service. So this is important for the first step of the system we're going to be setting up. So it's really important you take time with this. So talk about the end goal you can get them, not what it takes to get there. So for example, if you're a social media manager for people in beauty, then a good sort of line for the bio, for example, is I help busy beauty bosses get booked out. So that's the transformation that you can help them with. So use that in your bio, in your Instagram bio, in your LinkedIn bio. Have a sentence that literally describes what you can do for your ideal client, and use it everywhere. How can you transform their life or their business? This is another bit of feedback from one of the students who used the Facebook group strategy that I teach in Social Media Manager School. So I just wanted to tell you, I got a client after your session literally the next day. I posted in a group the post you taught us and got 35 comments, and the same night the client wanted my services. Just amazing. Such a simple strategy, but so effective. And she raised her prices, which I can't ask for more than that. So once you've attracted your ideal clients, they've started to get to know you and trust you, you've always got to remember there's 3 fundamental factors when it comes to being able to sell yourself online. You know what I mean? And it's know, like, and trust. So I want you to start going live, showing your face, showing up on stories, showing your personality, sharing your personal story, and position yourself as an expert. All of these things will help build relationships, build that trust, and attract more clients. And then your systems will run so much more smoothly and your business will scale a lot quicker. So here are some ways you can achieve all of that. Posting real collaborations with like-minded pages. So finding other social media managers with maybe a bigger audience than yours. Don't be afraid to reach out to them and just say to them, can we do a reel collaboration? It's basically where you both post a reel and then it goes onto both of your pages. So you share the engagement and you share audiences. I did one not long ago. So if you scroll down, you'll see that and you'll see how it works. But that's a great way to get yourself out there to a similar audience to what you want to attract, and you're positioning yourself as an expert. Show up on stories every other day. So show your face, talk to your audience, show behind the scenes. Go live on Instagram or Facebook or host a live masterclass. This is a really good way to really position yourself as an expert in your industry and build that trust. You want to be posting valuable and educational content. Have confidence in yourself, don't undercharge. And then you want to create a lead magnet funnel, which is what we're going to go into. So here are some feedback from students who have actioned what we've discussed so far. Loved your advice about collaborating with another page. I've reached out and got a few that have agreed, done one, already grown by about 50 followers. It works, and obviously those followers are her ideal clients. Completed my branding and worked out my niche and made a start on designing. This is all things that are in Social Media Manager School that the students are working through. Okay, so you know who your ideal client is, you know how to attract them, you know what they're struggling with, and they need your help. Now it's time to create your lead magnet. So a lead magnet is just that. It is something that attracts leads to you. So a lead is just a potential client, and a lead magnet is something that they need, and you're giving it to them for free. So this is also known as a freebie, or free bait, some people call it. So it's absolutely vital. You've got step 1 right here. You've got to know what your audience needs. What is a problem that they need solving? So some examples for social media managers for lead magnets. You want to make sure that they are valuable and that they are actionable, meaning that they can actually use that information you've provided and see results straight away. So this will get your leads, basically potential clients, this will get them to trust you. It positions you as an expert, so it shows you know what you're talking about. And it also makes them love you because you're giving them something really, really helpful for free. So a lead magnet covers know, like, and trust, those 3 factors that you need to sell yourself online. So remember, your lead magnet is an insight into what else they can get from your paid services. So even though it's free, and obviously you're not making money from this, essentially you are, because it's the most amazing tactic to then convert those people into your clients. So you want to make it cute, you want to spend a bit of time on it. If you need help with the design, get help with the design. If you've got your workbooks now, I want you to go to step 2 and question 1, and if you've not, just get your notebook out and think about some lead magnet examples for you. What do you think would work for your target audience? So this is what one of my current, I say one of my, but you do only need one. This is what my current lead magnet looks like. It gives a lot of value, but it's not massively detailed. Like if you actually look at it, it's not got loads of detail. And yours does not have to be this long. This is just an example. Yours can be literally 2 or 3 pages. You've got to make it look professional, make it engaging, and make it valuable to them. Also, your lead magnet, you want to be refreshing it maybe every like 3 months or so. It's not something you need to do, because I had someone on the last class who thought this was like a weekly thing. It's not. This is something you want to do every 3 months or so. And then even once you've created a new lead magnet after a few months, you can always use this and sell it as like a low ticket digital product. You can sell it for like £11 or £20 or whatever you want. Or you can keep it and use it as a bonus for when you're doing masterclasses, or if you get a new client on board. So it's not a complete waste of content. You can always reuse it for something else. So you've got your lead magnet. This is what the lead magnet flow looks like. So you've got it made, you've made it in Canva, it looks cute, you've got your idea, you know it's what your ideal client needs. Then you want to create an opt-in page. So Flowdesk, Flodesk, is amazing for this. They've got templates already there. You literally just have to brand it up, and it's like step-by-step guide on how to set up this flow. So I highly recommend getting Flowdesk, and I've got 50% off if you use Lucia 50. LUCIA 50 gets you 50% off, so it's like 15 quid a month. And I hold all my lead magnet flows, all my emails in Flowdesk. So if you've not got an email list, or even if you have, you can still what's the word? You can get them over to Flowdesk, if you know what I mean. So even if you've already started an email list, that's okay. I'd still recommend getting Flowdesk. If you've not got an email list, great. You're going to get one soon with this. So definitely sign up for Flowdesk. Use Lucia 50, get it for 50% off. So you can create your opt-in page on there. Once you've created that, it just gives you a link. So you've got a link. That's the link that you're going to be posting everywhere. So for them to actually receive this freebie, they have to put their name and their email address into this link, and then they'll automatically be saved to your email list. So you're building up your email list with warm leads, which basically just means very potential clients, because they clearly need social media help. Otherwise they wouldn't be downloading the freebie, and they obviously know who you are, otherwise they wouldn't have seen it. So now you're going to nurture them, which just means now you're going to warm them up even more and make them basically throw their money at you and ask you to work for them. So you've got them to like and trust you with the lead magnet and the email flow, which will be around 5 emails across about 2 weeks. And then the final email is a pitch with a link to book a call. Also, a good little tip is at the end of every email, put a little PS, follow me on Instagram for more advice or whatever. So you're building your email list and your social media page up at the same time. So this is how the email flow should look. So bear in mind, if you're on Flowdesk, it very clearly sets all this up for you. It actually has like a lead magnet template flow. So you can literally just change all the content. So firstly, you're going to thank them. So the first email they get, as soon as they've signed into the opt-in page, the first email is thanks for signing up to my freebie, and then a link to it. So they receive the freebie. Then the next email, you want to give them insight into you. Tell them about your personal journey. This will build the trust, and this will help them feel like they've already got a relationship with you, and they'll start to trust you. Like I've said before, no one buys from someone that they don't trust. And if they don't feel like they know you, then they're not going to trust you. So don't be afraid to get deep here in the second email. Like really tell them about what you've overcome, what struggles you've had. And then maybe just remind them, did you open the last email? Here's the link to the freebie that you signed up for. Then you want to provide value. Again, we're positioning yourself as an expert, not just the help. And then customer testimonials in email 4. So this is obviously sharing social proof, again, building trust, building desire. And then the final email is where you invite them to book a call with you. So on the final email of my lead magnet flow is book a free 15-minute clarity call with me. You could end it with, here's a special discount to book a paid call with me if you wanted to like do some social media coaching. But the free call will get more conversion. You'll get more people on that. So this email automation can be set up in Flowdesk, and you want to have around 2 days between each email. So the whole automated system lasts about a week to 2 weeks. And obviously you've constantly got people signing up. So it's just, you've constantly got people going through this flow, getting to your pitch, booking in calls. And this is the email system that's proven to work. So this is the email system that you want to be using. Okay, so that's all set up. Now you've put all the hard work in. Let's get you landing leads in your sleep. So let's get it running on autopilot. So launch the lead magnet. You want to share it everywhere. Put it in your bio, share it on your stories, talk about it, put it on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook. Get everyone everywhere that has anyone that could be a potential client. You want to be sharing this with them, putting the link and getting them to all sign up. And then you want to be making sure that you have targeted paid ads. So this is the best part, because this is how you can seriously scale in a really short amount of time. So this is how you can reach thousands and thousands of people in a really short amount of time. So it's not as complicated as it sounds, but it's not a case of boosting a post. So you want to obviously have your free lead magnet set up with a paid ad that's just constantly running in the background. It doesn't need to be expensive. It can be £4-5 a day, and it'll be cheap. There'll be cheap clicks because it's free, so you'll get a lot of people signing up. If you go to you'll get the bonus Facebook ads session at the end, and everything is explained much better in there. I'm not a paid ads expert by any means, but this is like 4 examples of graphics for my paid ad. These are 4 different examples of how the graphic should look. So this is what the paid ad is. And then obviously there's the copy with the link at the end, and that goes out to everyone that is my ideal client, thousands and thousands of them. So they're seeing this, they're like, oh my God, I want to make money in my DMs. They're clicking on the link, they're signing up, they're in my world, and then I'm nurturing them with the email sequence, all automated, and then they're getting a book a call email at the end. So they're booking calls. So here's just an example of ad copy. In Social Media Manager School, you'll get templates of ad graphics, and you'll get templates of ad copy. So you can just literally take those templates and brand them to be your own, and obviously to suit your lead magnet. So every template that you need to get started with a lead magnet is in Social Media Manager School. So that leads me on nicely to Social Media Manager School. Doors are open. They opened yesterday. If you will get from that training session, you will be able to obviously set up your lead magnet. You'll be able to do it yourself, and you'll do really well from it. But if you want to just take it that little bit further, then Social Media Manager School has all the templates that you need, all the trainings that you need, and it'll just help you get there quicker and use tried and tested strategies that I've used in my 6-figure business that has grown in a really short space of time. There's also over 20 templates for both you and your new clients that you're going to be getting in. All your important client templates, your invoices, your contracts, so much more. It's all in there. So the doors close in 8 days and there's only 24 more hours left of the £100 off code. So if you use SMM100 when you sign up, you'll get £100 off, and that's till tomorrow night only. There's also a payment plan, so you can join for just £197. There's 4 payments of £197, which for everything that you get within Social Media Manager School is unbelievable value. It's not going to be that price again. And the doors are only open for 8 days. So if you promised yourself that Social Media Manager School, if you promised yourself that 2022 was going to be your year, then Social Media Manager School is your sign to do something for yourself and to literally change your life. So here's some feedback from the students. This is what the students are saying that are in there now. So inside Social Media Manager School, you'll learn how to build a social media management business that pulls in 5 to 10K months every month. You'll learn how to outsource and build a dream team. You'll design the perfect product suite. You'll work less hours and earn more money with my business model. You'll get all my templates to use on rinse and repeat for yourself and for your clients. Basically everything you need to get started as a social media manager or to scale your social media manager business. Plus you'll get added to the private Facebook group. So there's a community of powerhouse women just like you, and we're all supporting each other and cheering each other on. I'm in there every day answering questions and helping people with where they're at with the course. You'll also get lifetime access to any course updates. So obviously, we all know what Instagram's like. There's always things that need updating. So any updates that need to be added to the course, they'll be added, and you'll just get automatic free access to those. And I'm so confident about Social Media Manager School helping you that I'm offering a no questions asked 30-day money back guarantee. If it's not for you, if you don't think it's going to work for you, you get your money back. Because like I said, I've been there, and I know what the struggle is, and I know how difficult it is, especially if you've got children or you want a family. You want to give yourself time and money, freedom. Who wouldn't? So I want to teach you all how to do it without having to go through the burnout and the struggles that I did. So again, this is what more of the students are saying. And then some FAQs that I've been asked over the last couple of days. So how long does the program last? It's designed to make sure you're seeing results within 4 to 8 weeks, but obviously it completely depends on you, on the time you put in. It can take you 4 weeks, it can take you 4 months. It just depends on how much time you want to put in. Any is fine. But you obviously get lifetime access to the course, and you can apply all of the lessons at your own pace. Obviously the templates are all in there. You'll be using them for the rest of your career. And obviously you get free access to any of the updates. If you've never done social media management before, it's suitable for you. It's perfectly suitable for you. It's also perfect for social media managers who are well on their way. You know, if you're already at 1, 2, 3K months, it'll help you learn the tools and the strategies to get you up to those 5 or 10K months. If you have clients already, then that's fine. We go deep into positioning yourself even more as an expert to just make sure you're always attracting those dreamy clients. And then we start working on how to outsource and build a good team so you're always scaling your business. If you apply everything that I teach and you stay consistent with the work, there is no reason you won't be reaching 5 to 10K months within the next 12 months. But you have to put the work, and you've got to keep at it. So when you sign up, obviously if you sign up before tomorrow night and you put SMM100 and you get your £100 off, you get instant access to the course. So straight away, you'll be sent an email with a login and you'll get instant access. And then I'll add you into the Facebook group, and then we're all in there supporting each other and cheering each other on. So you'll get all of the recorded video trainings, the templates, the workbooks, there's checklists. So it's designed for you to work through in your own time. However, obviously the private Facebook group is live constantly, so there's always support there. And a few people asked if it's a 4-week course, because when I first launched Social Media Manager School, it was a 4-week live course. This isn't. This is for you forever, and it's all already recorded, because I know a lot of people in my audience are new mums, and not every new mum has the time to get on a call live. So I wanted this to work for everyone. So as soon as you pay, you'll get your link, you'll get signed up, and you'll get added to the Facebook group. And the prize for if you've posted on your story, I'm going to pick someone at random. If you posted on your story and you've tagged me, then you'll win a £20 Starbucks voucher. So you can sit on your oat milk iced latte whilst checking in on your team and your clients and chilling out. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I really hope you've taken a lot out of this. I'm just going to check the chat and see if there's any questions. If I said my niche was candles and wax melt business, would that be too specific? Would I be better to say product-based businesses? I think product-based businesses is great, because all the same kind of strategies and content would apply. But candles and wax melts is not too niche. And that's an amazing place to start, because obviously you've got experience in that. But product-based businesses, that is a niche as well. Fab, thank you so much. Info I found useful. Oh, I'm really glad, Julia. Yeah, we'll definitely start implementing all of the lead magnet stuff, and you'll start growing your email list and your social media. And yeah, I'm really glad you found it useful. This has been recorded as well, so if you wanted to have the recording and go back to any parts of it, then I'm going to be adding it into the Facebook group, and it'll be emailed to you all as well. All right, guys, so thank you so much, and I'll probably speak to most of you. Obviously, the bonuses are coming in now, all the links to the bonuses, so make sure you save those. And I know I'm chatting to a lot of you in DMs, so we'll probably keep chatting. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Who's going to watch Love Island? Bye, guys. Me too. Have a lovely evening, everyone.